Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic week. It is time once again for Yield Weekly Beauty Chit Chat. So we're going to be talking about all of the fun, random, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was loving over the course of this past week. Today's video is actually going to focus on some of my favorites in terms of what I took on vacation with me. I just got back into town on Tuesday. I left the Tuesday before that. So last Tuesday, I guess that would be. And I was up in the Thousand Islands in Canada. If you are a Canadian in Ontario, I'm sure you're familiar. And if you live in upstate New York, I'm sure you're familiar with the Thousand Islands. However, if you've never been, the St. Lawrence River divides the US and Canada. And the section that the Thousand Islands are in is kind of like where upstate New York and Ontario meet on the river. And Craig's family has had property up there for a couple of generations, and Craig grew up going sort of a kid's paradise. So he was up there for a week before that with Stella. They had such a great time, and then I popped up there for just a week last Tuesday. It was lovely, you guys. I've mentioned multiple times, I'm not a water person at all. Like I don't really particularly enjoy boating. I don't get into the water. It freaks me out. And I don't know how to swim. So I've got a multitude of issues regarding water, but it was just such a lovely view every single day. And Craig's family owns property on the Canadian side. And I just friggin' love Canadians. Like, you guys are the nicest, most chill people. And honestly, just that 1 week in Canada allowed me to like slow down to the point where I was like, I think I want my lifestyle to be less chaos. Like, doesn't that just sound delightful? I don't know how they do it because they still live their lives, but they just, I don't know, I feel like they have a different view. Like, everything in my life just seems go, go, go all the time. And I just make everything so important and I'm so committed to everything. And it's just like, maybe I should stop doing that. Like, why do I care so much? I mean, you know, like you need to like work. Like we need money to survive, clearly. But like all the other stuff is kind of extra stress that I just pile on myself for no friggin' reason. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of like some introspection on some changes that I can institute to live more like a Canadian, I guess, and just be a little bit more laid back. So anyway, thank you, Ontario, for hosting our family. It's a delightful place. And if you ever have an opportunity or you're looking for someplace new to vacation, maybe you've never been, seriously recommend that particular region there. The weather was delightful. I know some of you messaged me on Instagram and you were like, sorry, it's so cloudy while you're here. And I was like, no, this is great. There are thunderstorms. There was just a rainy day. There was also just partially sunny days, and it never really got above like, I would say 80, probably 83 degrees when I was there. We came back to Portland and it's been like in the hundreds here pretty much all week. Today we're getting a little bit of a break, but not much. So anyway, I'm back. I'm excited to be back. I feel so refreshed. And I think next year I need to do 2 weeks. So give me some ideas if you live in like Southern Ontario of like where I could go. I mean, obviously Toronto and Montreal isn't far away either. So that's kind of, both of those cities are definitely on my list to spend a little bit more time in. I've been to both, but not nearly enough time. So anyway, you guys, let's get into it. As always, check the description box down below. I will list and link everything. So if I forget to say the name of a product or whatever, I try to link everything in order of like how I show it. That's just how I edit the videos and put the links in. I watch and then I find the link and I pop it in. So yeah, anyway, the information is always down there. It's a plethora of information. If there's any discount codes or anything like that, I will include that down there as well. All right, we're gonna get started with some body care stuff because why the heck not? All right, so this was the body lotion that I took with me to Canada. I wanted something that was unscented. I was in the same house as some other family members. Some of Craig's other siblings came up and brought their older children. So I didn't want to like be like super offensive with a bunch of different fragrances going on. Like, I don't think they care, but I just think it's polite to be about this, polite to think about those kinds of things, like when you are housing with other people that maybe aren't used to like living with you in that type of situation. So anyway, I did bring perfume with me, but I used it sparingly. But anyway, let's talk about this unscented body lotion. This stuff is fantastic, you guys. This is the Paula's Choice Daily Replenishing Body Cream. This has shea butter and ceramides in it. This is fabulous for my eczema. It didn't flare up at all while I was in Canada. It helps with rough texture. It helps with dryness. It helps with skin looking crepey and just like, you know, like unmoisturized skin, especially if you have drier skin on your body. It just looks kind of rough, right? This always makes my skin look healthy. It makes it look a little bit younger again because it's moisturized and doesn't look all ashy and dry. This is just really, really good stuff. I find it just incredibly soothing, and it's unfragranced. It was easy to travel with because in this nice thin little tube here, I just took one kind of medium-sized suitcase with me. So everything had to fit in there. So I wasn't gonna be hauling some like big, you know, honking, you know, 16-ounce body lotion up there. That was perfect. Also, I did take this with me. This is the Dermalogica Clear Start Clarifying Acne Spray. In full disclosure, this was just a random PR item that I received a couple of months ago, and I was like, oh, I don't really deal with acne. But then I was like, well, Stella's starting to break out everywhere, so maybe this will be great for her. I never gave it to her, but I was like, I think I need to take this with me. I don't know what it is. It's probably hormones, and I'm severely annoyed by it, but I am starting to get like a couple breakouts on my back here and there. This is fabulous because I don't have to ask Craig to apply it for me. Like, I can spray this on my own back. This has a 1% salicylic acid treatment in it, so it's really gentle. It's not aggressive, but it tackled those couple spots that I had on my back immediately. Like, they were gone within like a couple days. And since using this on the regular, like getting out of the shower in the morning, just as like a general spritz back there, I haven't found any new ones that have popped up. So I thank you, Dermalogica, for like knowing that my back was gonna go downhill, I guess, because I seriously, like when I got this, I was like, oh shoot, I don't have any acne problems. Yes, I do. I do now because I'm gonna be 45. It's not going well, guys. It's fine, it'll be fine. It's a process everybody goes through, but I'm not a fan of all of these changes. Just really not a fan. Okay, let's discuss SPF because this was an important part of my vacation. I have a really bad melasma that pops up on my forehead, and anytime that I am in the sun at all, like I was wearing a hat, but also just the incidental like exposure, like walking down to the dock, you know, Stella was constantly catching frogs and stuff, so she come see my frogs. By the way, she does release them right away. We're not into like, you know, frying frogs in the sun or anything, so she knows how to treat animals properly. She's very gentle, I promise. But she loved catching frogs, and so, you know, sometimes I would pop down onto the dock and, you know, check out her catch for the day. But I brought this with me, and it was glorious. Not that I got into the water, but this is water resistant. I figured if I accidentally fell out of the boat, which would have been awful because even though I should have been wearing a life jacket, I wasn't. Would have just gone straight to the bottom. But anyway, this has an SPF of 40. It's water resistant and sweat resistant. The sweat resistant part was what got me because I just assumed it would be kind of hot and humid up there. It turned out okay. Like, it really wasn't that hot, but there is some humidity. But it's resistant up to 80 minutes. I love this stuff. I love the dispenser. It has one of these guys where you push down and then the product comes up, so you're never sticking your fingers into a tub or anything like that. I mean, it's small enough to travel with. I could have picked something a little smaller packaging wise, but this is just fabulous. It holds up to my oil production, which was the main reason. Normally, I would have just taken the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense, but again, this is not water resistant or sweat proof, so I figured I'll leave this back at home, but this came with me and it's fabulous. I do have a discount code with Dermatology. If you're interested in trying this and you have oily skin, it's really, really worth checking out. Another one that's fantastic if you have oily skin is their Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. This one is great as well. It has a little bit of a glow to it, but you can knock that down with a little bit of translucent powder. Like, you don't need to enjoy the glow, right? It's got a nice kind of neutral tint to it. This one's fantastic as well, but again, not water resistant. But if you have oily skin, check that out. Check this out. Those are two great options from Dermatology. They have some really great SPFs in their lineup. Another item that I brought with me that I'm so low. I'm gonna have to repurchase this. You guys, I freaking loved it. I love this. I love this. I think this is gonna be my spray of choice just going forward. This is the Vacation Super Spritz SPF 50 Mist. I reviewed this as part of my summer sunscreen series this year. I really love how this provided like an extra oomph of protection. You know, sometimes we would be out on the pontoon boat, dragging Stella and her older cousins around on like one of those little, what do you call those? Floaty things? The big things that you blow up. No, floaties are what you put on your arm. It's a water activity thing. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we'd be out there for like a few hours, and so I brought this with me to touch up, and it was fabulous. Just hosed my face down, and I also used it on my neck and this chest area here. You guys, I got zero color. I am pasty as ever, and I am so happy about it. I'm so glad that I got out of that stage of life where I was like, I need a tan to look healthy. I need a tan to like look like I'm alive. I don't need that. No one needs that. Stop needing that. It's not necessary. I mean, it's nice, right? Like, we all, especially if you grew up in like the 80s and 90s, I feel like having a tan was just one of those things that was like so sought after. But all it did for me, honestly, in the long run, is just caused a mountain of skin damage that I'm having to like undo now. So if you are younger, stay out of the sun. It's just not worth it. Use your self tanner. Like, if you're not allergic to it like I am, use your self tanner. Like, that is the safest way to go. All right, perfume that I took with me was this bad boy here. It was Pacifica perfume, Silver Moon, which smells so beautiful. It's a warm, cozy, like ambered, sweeter vanilla scent. It is heavenly. I've already done an in-depth review of this one. Honestly, these Pacifica perfumes are in like the $20 price range, and they're fabulous. They are so good. They have a dupe of the Baccarat Rouge 540 fragrance. I will link that one down below as well. I bought this at Ulta, and it's on the drugstore side, so I saved probably like $5 or $3.50, whatever the coupon was that I pulled off of my app. So I paid even less than like the retail price for it, and it's fantastic. The lasting power is decent. Is it the best? No, but it's a freaking $20 perfume. Like, you know, you gotta like level your expectations based on, sometimes based on what you're buying. If it's like a less expensive product, you know, sometimes I think it's smart to just think like, okay, maybe I shouldn't expect miracles, but this, it's kind of a miracle performance for the price point, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I really love these perfumes, and I want to try the other ones that I haven't picked up yet. So they don't come with a lid, so there's that, but I just popped this into like a smaller bag and just put it in there. It's fabulous. I actually got a couple compliments on that. Yeah, people thought I smelled good. So anyway, skincare. How have I missed this product for so long from Paula's Choice? I recently placed an order for some more of my beloved SPF, and I was like, you know what? I have never tried their azelaic acid. Put it in the cart. It was also 20% off. So this is the Boost 10% azelaic acid booster. This has licorice and salicylic acid in it. I have been putting this on my face morning and night. I love it. I didn't know that I was missing azelaic acid in my life, but my skin loves it. Perfectly exfoliated, but not in that like where it like dries your skin out and then you have things flaking off. Like, it's super gentle, super non-irritating. And fun fact, I walked into the guest bathroom and my niece Sydney also had this sitting in there, and I was like, Sid, you use this? And she was like, it's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, 2 ladies in our family use this, so that's a good sign to think about grabbing this if you're looking for some gentle exfoliation. Because it has the salicylic acid, it's also really good at kind of gently clearing out your pores. So if you are prone to sebaceous filaments or blackheads, or just congestion in general, for me, salicylic acid has always been the like go-to for that. Like benzoyl peroxide, I just find that really harsh. But salicylic acid has always helped to keep my skin fairly clear. I mean, I don't have perfect skin. I still have texture, but this really helps a lot. And the texture that I have is mostly from just like my enlarged pores, which honestly look a heck of a lot better than they used to, thanks to niacinamide. Also from Paula's Choice. I love their products. They're amazing. Gonna keep going. So I came home to a fresh tube of this because I finished my last one when I was in Canada. And so I knew I was gonna finish it up there. I didn't want to drag the empty home with me. So probably the day after I arrived, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna order that. So anyway, it was waiting for me when I came home. This is the Pharmacy Honey Savior All-in-One Skin Repair Solve. Listen, it's a river that we were on, and so there's mosquitoes. The front porch on the new cottage that was built has not been screened in. So when we were sitting out there at night, while beautiful, it was just an invasion of mosquitoes. It was wild. I was covered in bites. I'm sure you can kind of still, well, they've healed fairly well. Oh yeah, you can still see some of the marks here. I love this stuff for bug bites. It's fantastic. So this has honey, propolis, a lot of really soothing ingredients. You can use this as a lip balm. You can use this to, you can use it on your face if you want like a slightly heavier moisturizer. It's just a really great thing to have on hand for various problems having to do with the skin on the face or on the body. This is also great with really like aggressive, super itchy eczema. I like to put this on there. I don't always use it on my eczema, but on the particularly bad days, I will. I just absolutely adore this. Now, my first tube of it was like a metal tube. I love that they changed it to this plastic, and I think they actually use like a recycled type of plastic here. Oh, I still have the box here. Yeah, it's tube made from recycled post-consumer resin, fully recyclable carton. So I love that. I love Pharmacy. I am an ambassador with them, or an affiliate, if you will, but I purchase their products constantly. They're green clean. You guys always see that in my empties videos. It is fabulous. They have great cleansers. They have a really nice exfoliant. Their Honeymoon Glow is lovely. I have a 20% discount code with them. So if you're ever interested in picking anything up, that information is in the description box. But this here, if you have kids, if you tend to get a lot of bug bites, like if the mosquitoes love you like they love me, you need this. It helps to soothe that itch. And it soothes the sting, all of it. It just makes it better. So put this in your little like emergency kit. All right, we're gonna keep going. I have a couple of makeup items, but I did want to talk about this. I reviewed this product, I think it was last week before I left. This is the High Smile Color Corrector Serum. I also picked up the PAP powder. Now, I meant to take that on vacation with me, and I completely spaced it. I left Portland at like 3 in the morning, so I was dead tired. I was exhausted, and I didn't sleep the night before because I was anxious about traveling. So I totally forgot to pack it. So I don't have an update for you guys on the PAP powder yet, but I do really like this. This managed to get its way into my bag. This is like purple shampoo, but for your teeth. It's genius. It absolutely works. Now, if you have severe yellow staining on your teeth or a lot of coffee stains, red wine stains on your teeth, you're gonna need to whiten them first, and High Smile definitely has whitening options as well. I picked up the PAP powder because I'd never used anything like that, and that uses enzymes to whiten your teeth instead of peroxide. I'm so excited to see what my results are from that, but I figured this would be good to have on hand. Like if I just wanted to like brighten up my smile for like a day, this is not, again, going to whiten your teeth like permanently. This is meant to brighten the look of them. You use it basically in conjunction with their whitening treatments. It's fabulous. It absolutely works. I will link that video down below if you didn't see it, but yeah, it made its way into my baggage, I guess, to Canada. And I used it a couple times, and it absolutely, I looked in the mirror afterwards and I'm like, heck yeah, this stuff totally works. It's great. All right, a couple of makeup items that I took with me that I thought were just really kind of fun and easy. I took the ColourPop That's Taupe palette because I was like, I want a palette that I'm not gonna be sad about losing or breaking or forgetting up there. I almost took my Viseart Grand Pro, but I was like, nah, I don't know, I have a bad feeling about that. I took this, it's fantastic. I also took just a little black eyeshadow, like a single, to use as a liner. But this was great for just an everyday, easy makeup look. I didn't wear like a ton of makeup. I didn't do a lot of like intricate looks, but I did feel good about getting ready every day and just, I don't know, like it just feels nice to get ready, right? Especially when you're on vacation and no one's like rushing you. It's lovely. I want to get ready like that every day. But yeah, that's taupe. If you have never picked this up and you like these nice kind of neutral, cool type of shades, this one is fantastic. This is a really nice warmer brown up here, but the rest of these are fairly neutral, I feel like. The shimmer on the lids was fabulous. These are really easy to blend. This is great. ColourPop has great eyeshadow formulations. Are they as good as like my higher end palettes? I won't say that, but for the price point, just like this, for the price point, I'm really impressed with the performance. So anyway, this great palette, if you don't have this, what are they, $15, $20? If you don't have this and you like ColourPop in general, this one's worth picking up. And then this was the lip combo that I wore the entire time, and I'm still wearing it today. I think this is still available. This is the Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shine in the shade Granita. It's a really bright, vibrant kind of red coral shade. I don't wear it like just by itself. I love to pair it with a nude lipstick. So the nude lipstick I took with me is the Unlocked lipstick from Hourglass. And it's in the shade Tide, which is just a really pretty, slightly cool toned nude. So pretty. By the way, I broke a nail up there. What a bummer. Also, I made the mistake of like, I should have just had the salon do it. I got my nails done like right before I left, and Stella asked me to do like a Barbie pink. I let Stella pick the colors for me. It's fun for her, and I don't know, she's creative and it makes her happy. So anyway, I was like, what do you want? And she was like, do Barbie pink. So I found a beautiful Barbie pink. But then when I got home, I was like, oh, I wish they would have put sparkles over it. So I put like sparkles from Sally Hansen over it, and it friggin' ruined my manicure. It looks like hell. It looks so bad. But you know what? I'm not paying to like fix it right now. We're just gonna look at this, all of us, until I have another nail appointment, which is probably in another week or two. Sorry. But yeah, I was so sad about my little nail. Now, my nails are super, super tough, and it was just that one that popped off or broke off. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start over. When I go to get my nails done, I will have them shorten the other ones to the length of this one, and we'll just start over. But my nails grow like crazy because of my supplements. So yeah. Anyway, they'll be back. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for putting up with all of the uploads of the candle content while I was gone. That was just the easiest stuff for me to pre-film. So there is some more like skincare content coming throughout this month here. I have a new red light device that I am gonna be reviewing for you guys. Yeah, there's just a lot of really fun things that are coming. So I hope that you will take the time to subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm gods, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.